I woke up with no underwear on and my freaking 1970s bush that has been waxed since freaking February. Okay, you guys, please do not judge me. What the fuck? For this video, because this is where you guys get to see me look like a complete crack addict. I definitely look like I am on an episode of Breaking Bad. And this is where we're at. So I just kind of want to do like a little get ready with me right now. James Charles is quaking. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't even know who I am. I know I've kind of been talking to you guys a little bit about this sugar daddy thing and this new, like, you know, journey that I've been reluctantly writing down. Well, maybe not yet. I don't know. I think I found a good one. Oh, Jesus. It's like liquid shit. It's like liquid diarrhea. I'm mixing the Cover FX drops in fucking G-Lite 1 or whatever. And then I'm mixing oh my God, where is it?
Shut up!
Okay, I don't use like one of those like palette things like Bob Ross has or whatever, like all the makeup gurus use, okay? We use the bottom of a Brow Things Benefit Eyebrow Palette, okay? And if you don't like it, then you can go fart in a shoebox. This, literally, like, it clicks, but it opens up so easily, so you cannot, like, do not, like, knock it off your desk. Don't, like, knock it anywhere. Like, this is feeble, honey. This is feeble, but, like, the makeup is literally, like, paint. So, like, we're gonna go with that. So, like, how much product am I supposed to get out of that? Like, this is gonna take me forever. I feel like the bottle's not even full like that, honey. I bought this foundation when I was, like, dirt tan, where I literally look like a bed of fucking soil. And, like, upon putting it on after the self-tanner wore off, I realized that, wow, I am not as Puerto Rican as I fucking thought I was. Oh, let's not forget about this. So you guys know that I'm a streamer on YouNow, and I have this writing all over me because anytime someone tips me, I tend to write on myself with Sharpie. So basically by the age of 38, which is in like, I don't know, how many years, Bratty? Like 5. Something like that. I don't know, I can't do math. But by like, the time I'm like 38, I'm gonna have like serious like lead poisoning or whatever. Is that what it's called? Ink poisoning, lead poisoning? Is that the same thing? I don't know, I don't care. I don't understand the people that like do their fucking eyebrows like before they do their foundation. I don't get that. Don't you like get it on the eyebrows? Like, I don't understand that. So I don't know, like, Jeffrey, if you ever discover me and like you're like, wow, she really needs help and you want to do a charity case, like, please let me know. Like, I'm always available.
I'm like,
Just so you guys know, I don't like just put this on my bare ass skin before I get out of the shower. I use this. This is from my facial spa people that I go to, Image Skincare. It's like SPF 60. Because apparently I heard that anything above like 30 SPF is bullshit and you just like shouldn't even waste your time. I don't know if that's like really true and they were just trying to sell me their product. Like, I honestly have no idea. Am I the only person that uses like a fucking handheld mirror like when I'm doing my makeup? Blends, honey, blend. Oh my God. Have you guys ever seen, like, I mean, what am I talking about? When I get tips on YouNow, I like write on me, and I haven't been live like since, well, technically I was drunk at 7 o'clock in the morning, like yesterday, and I fucking got wasted. I went on YouNow, I went on Twitch, and I just like did my thing and like embarrassed myself once again. And then like, I think that I embarrassed myself on Twitch as well. And then like, it was just bad. It was bad. But I will say this, I've been getting a lot of people that aren't just from YouNow that are watching me on, well, I started seeing stars. I've been getting a lot of people that have been more like Twitch users that aren't just like YouNow users, like following me from freaking YouNow and like stalking me on Twitch, okay? Right. So I've been getting like more like of the Twitch accoutrement, if you will. Is that like a thing? Or is it accoutrement? Is it accoutrement or accoutrement? I don't know.
the accoutrement.
So I've been getting like more of those people as of late, and somebody like told me, or my best friend told me like about this like Raj Patel show or something. It's like some dating show or something. And so my friend like contacted like the recruiter guy, and the recruiter guy was like, she's perfect, like did I have her hit me up? So I don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but that would be freaking amazing. Could you imagine me on a dating show like, hi, my name's BrattyCupcakes, first name Bratty, last name Cupcakes. I am self-loathing and I'm an alcoholic and I drink at 7 o'clock in the morning because I want to be cool, and I write on myself with a Sharpie because I am clearly fucking, I don't know, 14 years old. Oh, honey. You gotta like get it all the way down. Oh, I just showed a nipple, honey. And the primer that I use is, okay, I'm really embarrassed, but I don't know how to pronounce this. Yay, Saint Laurent. Yes, Saint Laurent. I don't know, I don't think that's Italian. You guys saw the last video I posted was my first sugar daddy date ever. Like my official one, right? I think that I always like kind of did like sugar daddy dating like back when I was in my early 20s, but I didn't really know that that's what it was called. So I basically was just like hooking myself without like hooking myself. Like, if that makes sense. I met this other guy, and we will call him Tony, okay? So I met this other guy, and his name is Tony, and he's really, really sweet. He like does music, he does a whole bunch of stuff, and he's like an angel. He has like really cute pets and stuff. I don't want to get too specific because that's his private business or whatever. But he's really sweet. Like the first time we hung out, he like took me to this really nice dinner, and we just talked, and I felt like I really had a connection with him. Like he wasn't like uptight. He wasn't like, you know, he didn't make me feel out of place. I felt like, okay, this is a guy that has like, you know, been through some shit and done some shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, fucked off in his life, but is still really successful, you know? So, the concealer, by the way, is Born This Way, a multi-use sculpting concealer by Too Faced. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do it. I'm gonna try and do it like fucking Jeffree and Tana and all them bitches. Although I'm gonna make a fucking fool out of myself, but I'm gonna try it anyway. We talked, we had a really, really good time. He like, you know, told me a little bit about himself. He doesn't care that I'm a smoker, thank God, because some of these people are fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't like smokers. Like, shut the fuck up, whatever. Like, how many girls have you fucking paid to like quit smoking? Like, whatever. Like, no, I don't want to fucking hear it. So we chilled out, and then I was like, usually I would just be like, okay, well, have a nice day, like, I'm leaving, like, I'm out, like, you know, let me know if you want, like, an arrangement or whatever. Well, I thought this guy was so cool that I was like, dude, like, you want to go to the bar and, like, get fucking shit-faced? And he's like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So I'm like, okay, this is lit. Is that how you do it? We get to the bar, right, and we're, like, hanging out, whatever. And, he ends up going to the ATM, and he gives me $500, okay? Now, mind you, just at dinner, he gave me a Tiffany's necklace, and I was like, okay, this guy's freaking awesome. This guy's for real. Like, he's not a freaking fraud like the other guy, you know? And I'm, like, telling my best friend, she's like, yes, honey, he's a keeper. I'm like, yes, success.
Success.
We end up hanging out. Okay, do I, like, let this, what is it called, bake? Is that what happens? You're like supposed to let it bake? No, you have to do this first, right? I don't know how to do this shit. That's the one thing about being blonde. This shit always gets caught in your fucking roots, and it's disgusting. Oh God, I have a face like a crunch bar, honey, I swear. We end up like hanging out. I'm like, okay, this guy's cool, like, you know. So then we like meet a couple of other guys there, and we're just like chilling, like whatever. Like, you know, we're just hanging out, we're talking to these guys, and we're just having a blast. He's like, hey, oh, he was cute, honey. He's like hanging out with the best of them, you know? And I don't remember much after that. I woke up, and I had this fat ass bruise on my left leg. I think I have a picture of it. If I do, I'll post it in here. If I can't find it, then I don't know. I woke up with this big ass bruise on the left side of my leg, okay? I woke up with no underwear on, and my freaking 1970s bush that has been waxed since freaking February, that's like just chilling and hanging out there. I don't know where my underwear are, okay? I'm in my bra, but the thing is, we didn't have sex. So I don't know like where my head was at or whatever, but bitch. It looked like I was coming out of a 1976 porn film. Like I remember looking down and be like, oh my God. But we didn't have sex. We never had sex. We never had sex. I don't know why I got naked. I never asked him like questions. He's just kind of like, wow, like this bitch is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? I end up going home and I'm like, okay, I don't know what the hell I just did or how freaking bad I embarrassed myself. But I guess I didn't fuck it up too bad because he still wants to see me. So that's amazing. After I saw him, like I went to LA, and I know that a lot of you guys know that you watch me like on live streaming. I went to LA. You know, my friend who, you know, shall not be named ended up stealing $300 from me. Then I left my Michael Kors watch. In the freaking Airbnb and it got stolen by the maids. So it's lit. Thanks a lot. Fucking -1 star. Go fuck yourself, whatever. Okay, I know this is probably not how you're supposed to apply the fucking... I like to put it everywhere. Is that bad? Is that like a no? Like we don't do that here, like type deal? What the fuck? I got my watch stolen, which by the way, that was a $500 Michael Kors watch, okay? That might not be anything to like some of these really rich people, but I like spent my own money on that. Like I literally bought that for myself. Like no sugar daddy bought it for me. I bought this back in like 2017. It was like my lucky watch. I loved it. Like I love that watch. I had it for almost 2 freaking years and now it's freaking gone. My friend stole my money, but he has this like issue with like, you know, drugs and alcohol, and like he becomes like a completely different person. Like I know that like a lot of us, like we all kind of like change a little bit when we get drunk and stuff like that, but like he is literally another human being. Like it is like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like he puts on this mask or takes it off or whatever and just becomes this entity, like this really crazy fuck. And I'm just like, dude. So I asked him, I was like, yo bro, like you gonna pay me my money back? Like he doesn't even remember stealing from me. He fucking did. It was fucking awful. We were at the bar and there were strippers on the stage, and so I'm like sitting there and I have my backpack open like this. Now mind you, beforehand he was asking me for money to pay for his drinks, and I'm like, all right dude, like whatever, like you flew me and my best friend out here, like let's do this. I'll give you a 20 or whatever. So I gave him a 20 and to drink, and then I have my cash open like an idiot in my freaking my backpack, and I'm sitting there talking to my friend, and when I turn around my money's gone, and I look behind me and homeboy is like beelining in the other direction. After we started talking about where's my money, he was gone. He comes back around and then all of a sudden asks to freaking pay for everyone's drinks. I'm like, wait a motherfucking minute. Didn't you just ask me for money so that way you could like buy your drinks, honey? Like, so he definitely stole my money. He ended up losing his like passport and his identification and like all this other stuff, like whatever. It was a freaking absolute disaster. Okay, so I am very aware that this is not a brush that you should be contouring with, but I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do whatever I do, whatever works for me when I do it, honey. Okay, why is it so disgustingly like under boob hot in here? By the way, this is not like a glam look. Like I'm literally just freaking doing this just to do this because I don't want to be sitting here just like doing a story time or whatever and then not really like having anything to, or having anything to do while I'm like doing it. This is like a really like, am I doing this right? Okay, I know this is fucking weird, okay? But this bronzer, Too Faced Chocolate Soleil or whatever, I've had this forever. I should probably throw it out. There's probably like fungus growing in it from my disgusting ass skin. But this actually tastes like really good. Okay, it tastes like chocolate. Like it's like broken. There's only like a little piece left.
What the fuck?
It literally tastes like fucking chocolate. What the fuck? See, I don't like doing it up here though because you get these like orange pieces in your blonde hair. Like, sometimes I envy the brunettes, honey. Although I could be if I just stop bleaching my hair, right? Right, Bratty? Because you're such a fucking natural blonde, right? Because this is like where the fat is, right? So you have to like make it like not fat by like throwing a whole bunch of like fake ass makeup on because apparently someone said that I'm the fakest bitch on the internet, and I'm like really upset about it. No. Somebody help me. Okay, I went from a -2 to a 0. I am actual fucking trash. Hey, aren't you supposed to like contour your nose? I don't think I have a brush for that, so I guess we're just not gonna contour my nose. I don't really have that big of a nose anyway, right? Do I? I don't know. Don't answer that question in the comments, please. I just like act really trashy and get like an eyebrow brush and just like wipe it off and then like contour my nose. I've never done this. That's what she said. Okay, so can I just use like this thing? So like, I don't know, the sugar daddy that I'm meeting, he's like really, really sweet. Or the sugar daddy that I'm like kind of hanging out with now, like he's really sweet. We've only hung out twice, but he's really awesome. And you know, I'm supposed to be meeting with someone tomorrow, and he's driving all the way out here, but you know, it's like you never know what to expect with people, because you feel like, you know, some people expect one thing, other people expect another thing, and you're like, but you have to like make sure that you have your expectations into place and you don't like go off kilter with what you expect from people and what you deserve. Because I feel like a lot of girls like in this industry or whatever, I feel like they sell themselves short, or they think that they don't deserve, you know, what they ask for, or they deserve more than what they're asking for, you know? And I think that you really have to like set your own standards for yourself. And now, mind you, I'm like pretty fucking new in this, you know, but I've been a stripper, you know, I've, you know, worked in the sex industry, if you will, never done porn or anything, but there is a porn out there of me and my ex. And hopefully that never gets out, but if it does, make me famous. Is that how you do it, honey? Is that how you do it? Like, I'm still really shook that my friend like stole from me, but at the same time, like knowing this person, I feel like I should have known. Like at the same time, I was like, okay, like, yes, I get a free trip to Cali with my best friends. I get to see them, like whatever. And the same note, I'm thinking, you know, I really want to spend his birthday with him. And on another note, I'm like, okay, but he has a serious history of like freaking out and doing things. Like, this is a person who literally like pulled my freaking fire alarm. This is a person that like, you know, was sitting outside in a cardboard box, like outside of my door, that, you know, almost knocked a freaking Grey Goose bottle over my head. So I don't know why I thought that this was like gonna be a great fucking like master plan of shit. That's me for you, honey. Always giving people chances. I'm gonna be like one of those old ladies that have like those like really like, you know, like Hansel and Gretel like witch vibes. With like that like black hairs on their chin and shit. Like, I definitely know like some people like that, and I definitely feel like I'm gonna be one of those people like that I know like that. Like, I feel like I'm okay, but I'm like not that okay. I was watching this like documentary or whatever of like Shane Dawson. Now mind you, this is like a long time ago, I believe. I think this was like in 2017 when all that shit was going on, but like they were talking about like, you know, is Jake Paul and RuPaul, not fucking RuPaul, is Jake Paul and Logan Paul, are they like sociopaths? Are they like manipulators and all this stuff? And like, Shane Dawson, he ended up talking to this like psychologist, and ended up talking to her, and she was like explaining like the qualities, if you will, or the characteristic traits of a sociopath. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening, and I'm like, wow, like, this sounds like a lot of people that I know. Like, I don't know, like, so I figured out the difference between like a narcissist and a sociopath. So apparently as a sociopath is someone who like doesn't feel like anything. Like, they don't, like, it doesn't matter, like, they don't care what happens to them, they don't care what happens to other people, like, they don't care. Even if it endangers them or their family or anyone, they really don't care, because they just want to move forward in life. Like, you have to, almost like a narcissist, okay? But a narcissist apparently is someone who still like feels things, but still like wears a mask. you know, and like only uses people for their gain, but they still can feel things. And like, I didn't know that. I never knew like the difference between a narcissist and a sociopath, but I thought it was so interesting to listen to. And it was like from like a legit psychologist. And apparently it's like 1 in every like 25 people like are sociopaths. And I'm like, holy shit. And Shane Dawson was like, yo, that's like a classroom. I'm like, bitch, that's like how many fucking exes? No, I'm just kidding. But that's really crazy. I mean, even friends or exes or anybody really, like, that's something really crazy to think about. Like, you don't know if someone in your close circle or whoever is like a freaking sociopath, you know? It's like, you never know who you're dealing with. Like, are you a sociopath? Like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Somebody called me a narcissist, but this is like when I was a lot younger. Somebody called me a narcissist. But the thing that I notice about like narcissists and sociopaths sometimes is what they do is they deflect, right? So any energy that they're putting out or something that they're doing, like they try and act like you're the one that's doing it, you know? And so it's crazy because the person that told me this was a family member and absolutely is a narcissist. And I believe this person is also bipolar because I had to take medication for it. But I thought that was so interesting. Like, because it really is true. I feel like people like that don't really have like empathy for people or, you know, whatever, like they really do try and reflect, like, you know, and mirror, like they'll like learn what you like. They'll study you, you know, like they will study you. And I feel like the internet is such an easy place to get manipulated by a narcissist, right? Especially if you're like a YouTuber, if you're a YouTuber or you're a streamer, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if a narcissist or a sociopath did want to like manipulate you, the one way that they could do it, it would be too easy because, right? So like if you're a live streamer, you're a YouTuber and you put your life out there, you know, as long as you're being honest, right? Like it's very easy for these people to kind of just slip into your life, learn what you like, learn what you don't like just by simply observing you, and then eventually like going for the kill because they know how to, they know how to act around you because they know what you like and what you dislike. And that's what I think is like really, really scary about those kinds of people. No, this YouTube video is not about anyone specific. It was about a YouTube video that I saw earlier about Jake Paul and Logan Paul, so don't get it twisted before you crazy bitches start coming after me with some stupid shit. I don't think that I am intelligent enough to actually truly manipulate someone. I think that maybe in ways I have manipulated people to get something, you know, or like done what they like. Like for instance, right? Like I told you guys that, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100 right now. Let's keep it real. So for instance, I noticed that my fans like it when I do Sharpie night, right? So they like it when I write their names on my body, right? People will tip me if I write their name on my body. And I do it because I know that it works. But I don't think it's not like malicious manipulation, right? It's like a tactic almost. I don't know. Like, tell me what you guys think about in the comments about that. Between like tactics and actual manipulation. Like, tell me what you guys think. Especially like, I know that there's a lot of people that watch my YouTubes that do financially support me on YouNow. So it kind of be interesting to like know. I'm gonna put on a little bit of Laura Mercier Baby Doll lip gloss. It is literally my favorite color. And then eventually I'm gonna put on some normal people clothes because I can't show my arms like this and I am too far fat and disgusting to wear a crop top in public, to be honest. Unless I'm wearing like serious like high-waisted jeans, honey. I kind of just wanted to do a little get ready with me and kind of like chill out and talk to you guys about some things. You know, what is this video really about? What was this video really about? Sugar daddies, my LA trip, and sociopaths, I guess. So, you know, they all go hand in hand. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for checking out my channel once again. Make sure that you go follow me on my live streams, younow.com/BrattyCupcakes or twitch.com/BrattyCupcakes. Go follow me on Instagram, BrattyCupcakes_, and my Twitter @BrattyPR. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Meow.